to Firaz, he still has about 15,000 men. He's gotten like a couple hundred reinforcements. Like he doesn't have 15,000 because he's being reinforced. There are 150,000 Persians and Romans. Firaz was the border between the Roman Empire and the Persian Empire. And by this point, the Persians and Romans realized they had better start working together. They're in trouble. And so the 150,000 Roman and Persian soldiers, I should point out that a huge number of these Romans and Persians are actually Arabs. I don't know the exact number out of the 150,000, but if I were to guess, I would say it might have been as much as half. What they were is they were Christian Arabs. So this battle is going to be Muslim Arabs against Christian Arabs, Persians, and Romans mixed. So there's these three nations basically in this giant slugfest. They're at the Euphrates River, and the Persians, Romans, and Christian Arabs are on one side, and Khalid ibn al-Walid and his 15,000 Muslims are on the other side. And the Persians, Romans, and Christian Arabs don't want to cross the river to fight him because he's right up on the river. So here's the river. So what Khalid ibn al-Walid does is he takes his force, which is parked here, there's a ford here, and a bridge. There's a bridge over the top of a ford, so you can go underneath or on top. And what he did was he took his army and he split it up into three pieces, and he put it like that, and he walked away to let them cross. And so this massive army starts to cross using the ford and the bridge. They start to cross, and Khalid ibn al-Walid waits until there's about 50,000 of his enemy across, and then he attacks. And he has the guys on close to the river come with the goal of joining at the bridge. The goal is to get behind the army, but leave men the whole time. So there'll be Arabs, Muslim Arabs, all the way across from here to here. In the meantime, he's going to attack straight on, but he's also going to send flankers, and their goal is to completely surround this 50,000 men and then compress them through constant charges. They'll pull their horses back, a charge. The 15,000 Arabs are all cavalry. They're riding Arabians, so they're really fast, but they're not big horses. Anyway, the goal is to pull back, charge, pull back, and keep pressing them together until they're so tightly packed they can't swing their weapons. And that's what he does. And then eventually this force realizes they're in trouble. They panic. They start trying to run, but they can't because they're so tightly packed, and they literally fall over. 50,000 men compressed together like that, falling over. People just instantly die, bones break. They're scrambling to get into the river. Men are drowning, they're trampled. In an instant, the Muslims wipe out somewhere around 50,000 men. They win the day. They win the battle outnumbered 10-1. They lost a couple hundred. He's unstoppable. Abu Bakr sends the orders. Well, I'll tell you the little story about him, because he's also, right before the battle, he's like, I can't win, I know, but it's okay, because I'm going to die a martyr. It's a good day. My men are going to die martyrs. We're okay with this. But then he says, but God, if you're willing to give me this win, I'll go make a Hajj to Mecca and pray. And he'd been given strict orders by Abu Bakr not to do anything different, just to conquer Iraq, just go up the Euphrates River. So he knew he wouldn't have the permission to go do this Hajj to Mecca. So he wins the battle. He's been ordered to go back to Iraq and secure it. So what he does is he sends his men, his army, in this circuitous path, taking the longest way possible to go back. I think they were going to Hiram. I don't remember if they were going to Hiram or Tisafon, whatever the town was. They were supposed to go back to. He told them to go take this really long path, and then he and a handful of men just took off on horse and rode all the way across the Arabian Peninsula as fast as they could. They get to Mecca. He's disguised himself because he knows he'll be recognized. He's disguised himself. He does the prayer. He gets on horse. He rides as fast as he can. I think it was Hiram they were going back to. And he gets to Hiram just as his army is arriving. And he gets into line and he enters the city and pretends that he was there all along. Shortly afterwards, Abu Bakr sends a message saying, congratulations on your stunning victory over the Persians. His nickname was Sayf Allah, which means the sword of God. You really are the sword of God. And